So on the 2nd of November, I posted a short of how JToH Deletion 2024 was going to happen. Well, a few days later, I didn't expect this to happen. Hey Jukecalla, can I step down? Big thumbs down to how this game is
Gonna
ran.
be stepping down as
dev/admin.
had enough.
Thanks for the opportunity to work on this game. I am also
Everyone-
resigning.
everyone
This situation
I really
has become
appreciate
untenable. I took a dev break a bit ago, but I'm stepping down now for sure this time too. Most of you probably know me, Sans Gaming. I'll be leaving too after 6 years of being on this team. This has been such a big part of my life for so long, and honestly, this just feels so surreal. I made decisions recently that have been considered to be a massive mistake, but at the time I did what I thought was the best for the rest of the staff team. I feel so awful to have to leave on this note. I truly wanted the best for as many people as possible, and I really wish things could have been different. I've learned so many being on this team and developing for this game. It has been such a valuable experience for me. Thank you all for everything and giving me this opportunity. Maybe this isn't the end and things can be different in the future. But for now, things are extremely uncertain. So, what happened on the 4th of November? Literally 2 days after I posted that short. On that fateful day, Jukecalla would make an announcement to the JToH community. Alright, so to summarize things that had happened, many people within the team, Temer, Dust Pyramid, Bob's World, Tai, Array, Dion, Stored, Vendetta, Gamma have stepped down after I had made a statement addressing creative differences that had escalated to conflicts at some point, with some people wanting their own vision to go through. Has also stepped down though, not necessarily for these reasons. I've also had a restructuring in my mind for the dev team to try and improve organization, and so I want to go and carry that out tomorrow. A morning rise of Sunday 10th as I was about to sleep from my sloppy day, finding how there is no new updates. Oh, what's this? Why haven't the JToH devs announced why they left already, man? Nearby content cur. Oh, what's this? Hey everyone, I have made an announcement to make. This is the document and the final statement of the staff who stepped down in the mass step down that took place. I'm just a messenger, it's told through their perspective. It was a masterpiece of work for EToH to make a video on, then I went to bed. This started off vague with Sign Abyss development, where the developers had to face an issue of vagueness and late responses from Juke, causing the area to miss deadlines, etc. That sounds minor, haha, funny word. But as the document says, a trend continues. Sign Abyss was the next target, where Jukecalla personal wants of it being a connection to a lost river. There was many eyebrow raised to the JToH team of how stupid it is and go with the idea of being the suburb of Ring 4 as intended. The developers actually beat the promise of the JToH community to not delay any further and release the area of 2 days to access. Juke didn't like it and removed everybody's decisions. A problem that they have is the phase between Juke's belief and the team's view. Action Tower Works was actually originally called Infernal Manufacturing Plant, but then Juke decided to change the name close to the area being released cause why not? However, this is difficult to change when the development of the lobby was close to finishing, where Juke really had an input of this looks mid, make it again, after many times in the past where people asked Juke's vision and what they should build. I bet she was ghosting everyone just to pay more VR chat gameplay. So 9 development. This section really doesn't talk about Jukecalla, but the one who is still in the staff team called Dark, where nobody was really doing anything for Zone 9, so Dark had an idea and told the staff team that he'll be developing Zone 9 for a bit. Somehow in 24 hours, he made it to this far. Somehow. Which is really impressive to be honest. The problem was that zones are usually made as a group project of all developers to work together on, but it's the fact that the majority of significant progress, or all at this point, was from Dark. Other developers found themselves in a terrible vision where they had envisioned some parts for Zone 9, but they really can't implement it because Dark was basically soloing this area. This led to many problems like Zone 9 having a bit of minor problems like Z fighting and not a part present, some missing or disconnecting from each other. Well, they can't be fixed, and even the person writing the document acknowledged that it wasn't Dark's fault because he was burnt out, and oh god, I hope he was after basically soloing area. Other developers didn't do anything because they don't want to interfere with the design and detail of Dark's build. To be honest, I don't think it was that deep for people to actually fix the bugs. Like, there ain't no way Dark would immediately get pissed off because somebody changed a few parts. Developers shouldn't be scared to change minor parts just to fix bugs. Zone 9 payment went from 1 million Robux to 2 million Robux, the double of Zone 8's payout, and that basically went to dark. There were two problems the developers had, was the group funds was 2,445,000, so only 445,000 remains, but there's like 3 other areas that's going to be releasing soon. How ironic. So what would the payout be for them? And how Dark took 3 assets from past people's work in older areas and still took the bag, which was more than the original creators getting paid. Now that's my go to getting the bag after soloing Zone 9. I released content, events, Ring 0, BG, Zone 1B, Zone 9B, story contests, etc. and neglected past content. So Ring 0 / Purgatorio is next on the list, where the main complaint was Jukecalla and the staff team didn't have the right view for the area. Her being more lore based and others being more of what a tutorial should be. Jukecalla mentioned again for being vague, no communication, blah blah blah. What was quite interesting was Snick Snack being mentioned here, how Juke allowed him to build her vision and how he skips the procedures for trial developers. There was also an exchange of how Jukecalla complains about the lobby being awful and how it looks like the game was a simulator, may be important for later. Zone 9B basically came out of nowhere. Jukecalla was like, hey, we should introduce Zone 9B, and with Zone 10 we should have more towers than usual. The staff team hated the idea as it will delay the completion of the spatial system. So then Jukecalla announced it in the polls if they want Zone 9B and got annihilated with those. Despite the disagreement from both staff and community, Zone 9B was given the green light. Now it was weird for me that they introduced 9B out of nowhere, and I kind of got angry about it because one, if it's lore based, then it consists of this new zone, and like there's no way JToH lore is that deep, fam. This is more like the development staff team failure in this section rather than Juke. Because of how Punky Grooming Incident development came to a halt, the development started again, but with the developers cycle joining and leaving, it caused the development to be staggered and delayed many times. Now I'm going to talk about this next person that I never thought I would be mentioning. Snick Snack is mentioned in 2 parts here. One is comparing Snick Snack to another upcoming dev called the Bulb's World. Basically what happened is that Bulb's journey to becoming a developer, he was literally working like the children in the Chinese factories, to develop mini worlds of the game, and everyone in the team supported and favor the Bulb's World to be a developer. Unlike Snick Snack, who worked on one area which hasn't been released for years and was promoted by Jukecalla herself without hearing what the staff team thinks about this. The second part is Snick Snack letter about the toxic environment in the staff team. Basically, I can't be asked to read what the document had to say, so I'll just add some input here. Well, of course, he's complaining about the toxic environment. Literally, the staff team didn't like the fact that he was a developer because he was the only one who got promoted by Juke, so of course he might felt a bit pressured from the rest of the staff team. Now, next, it's about, and I quote, the current state of Purgatorio, with everything being a mega fun hobby. If I speak more about this section, I'm in big trouble. But fam, it's literally a letter. There ain't no way that's harming your building career. It's not that deep of a person ranting. I think even Dark said he's 15, so don't expect this to be professional or something. Next, for some reason, they mentioned or secretly. Why? Just leave my boy alone. At least he's the one who talks the most and gets involved in the JToH meetings. Event seasons. Basically same procedures. Jukecalla was ghosting the staff team only to give inputs on lore more than other things for some reason. Zone 1B, that zone shouldn't exist at all. It's probably the most useless thing of all time, and I'm skipping this one. Also, why is it in VR chat? Did you know that Skype, Discord, and even Microsoft Teams are free? Actually, I need to thank them because we got some funny moments and messages I keep dying at. Conclusion. Good points at Juke, bad points at other people. We wait for Juke response unless she's doing VR chat again, cuddling, and yeah, subscribe and goodbye.